Satan. You can't mess with him anymore like you did with Job. Leave him alone. My hedge of protection's around them. But if we don't understand that, we can't go, Father, feels like my hedge is getting a little holy right now. Maybe it's a little rotten. Do I need to plant some new trees? Because this I just feel squeezed right now. Why am I going through this? This feels a little weird. I had victory over this. Why am I going through this again? What's going on? And we go back to the Father. It's fascinating. It is the one who believes and recognizes the fact that Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus, this is why you died. Not just to give me a ticket. You died to make me an overcomer and make me victorious. Not just in life after death and living in a better place than living in health. Because like we've already said, we are all eternal beings. If you want to make it modern, we're all immortal. It's just a matter of where we're going to live. It's where your residence is going to be forever. Choose Christ like he's talking about. You'll be in heaven, a new earth at some point. If you don't choose Christ, you're going to be with the demons and the devils down in hell with everyone else that said that this Jesus thing is nothing. Verse 5. So who is the one who is victorious and overcomes the world? Now he learned that from Jesus. I'm going to ask you all a question. Who is the one who comes? It is the one who believes and recognizes the fact that Jesus is the Son of God. Everything comes back to Jesus being the Son of God. But again, if I don't understand why he died, why he rose, I'm missing some things. Yeah, there could be a sign. And they all lock now, so it's not really as big a deal as before. But if we say this, I say this all the time because I really firmly believe it. If I don't understand why, sometimes we miss it. A lot of people get trapped in, I know the facts. I think it was Moses himself said, it is better for me to know why God does things than know what he did. Because if I know why, I can duplicate it. Why did he do this? This is what he did, but why did he do this? Now I can start acting more like him. That's why Jesus always asked you questions and always asking questions. Because if he can get you to think in a certain way, you start to think like him. And that's powerful. Time we got going. Oh, we got plenty of time. Verse 6. This is he who came through water and blood, his baptism and death, Jesus Christ. Not by water only, but by the water and the blood. It is the Holy Spirit who testifies, because the Spirit is truth. He is the essence and origin of truth itself. And then he goes on, and I'm going to read 7, and then we'll start digging into that a little bit. He says, for there are 3 witnesses. 3 witnesses about Jesus. In the water and the blood baptism. Testify of Jesus. And what are they? We're going to dig into that a little bit. The Spirit and the water and the blood are the 3 witnesses. Verse 8. These 3 are in agreement. Their testimony is perfectly consistent. Wow. So there's some facts that are about to happen. Fact number 1, verse 9. If we accept as we do the testimony of men, that is, if we are willing to take the sworn statement of fallible humans as evidence, the testimony of God is greater, far more authoritative, for this is the testimony of God, that he has testified regarding his Son. He's saying, are you going to listen to men, what they say in this area, any area, or are you going to listen to me, the Father? Verse 10. The one who believes in the Son of God. I'm going to try to skip the Amplified so I can go back by it. So I'll have to pause so that I can go. Because then I want to go back and explain it with the Amplified. The one who believes in the Son of God has the testimony. Matter of fact, somebody else read that. Read not 10. It'll be easier because there's a lot of amplified in here.
All who believe in the Son of God know that this is true. Those who don't believe this are actually calling God a liar because they don't believe what God has testified about his Son.
Wow. How many people sitting in churches around the world, how many people say that they are Christians, have calling God a liar? Wow. So if you tie together what we've already read about obeying and understanding and following and loving the commandments of God, if we do not do that, or if we deny one of them, like, yeah, I just don't think that's for today, are we on the slippery slope of saying, God obviously messed up. You messed up on that one because the Holy Spirit probably shouldn't have put that in there because it's not relevant today. And we don't say those things, but we think it, don't we? There's no way that could be fulfilled today.